Do you love yourself? Do you? Do you really? Or are you just saying it? If I walked up to 10 people on the street and I say, do you love yourself? Will all 10 of them say yes? Probably, if not 9 of them, right? Do you really love yourself though? Is the problem. Do you really love yourself? If you do, then why do you have people around you that are draining your energy vampires? Why do you have people around you that are disrespecting you? Why are you around people who are a waste of time to be around? Maybe it's because you don't love yourself. I need you to get to a point where you have a little bit of more respect for yourself to be around these people. We're going to talk about it briefly right after this. You were a star child, let your light shine for all the world. When you open your mouth to reveal a pearl, let it shine more, just to light the path. If it don't add up, man, just do the math. If it ain't for you, let it pass on through. How you doing? This is Terrion Wilson, aka your boy Brotha T, here with another one. We're going to talk about loving yourself very briefly though, not a long video. If you have people around you that are disrespecting you at every turn, if you have people that disappear when something tragic happens in your life or when you need something, but they reappear when you're living good, right? These are signs that you might not love yourself. I know you're looking at them like, man, they're crazy. They're doing this and they're doing that. But actually, you're taking it. And the reason why you're taking it and you're not doing anything about it is because you have a lack of respect for yourself. Be careful with heaping those type of things on other people. We have to take responsibility for ourselves and who we are as people. So if you are around a person who is constantly disrespecting you or constantly mistreating you and you stay in that situation, that says a lot more about you than it says about those people. Hey, no, I couldn't even say it any better than that. All right, so let's look at friendships, for instance. Friendships should be mutually beneficial. I should get something from you and I give a little something to you. You should get something from me and you should be able to give something to me. It's reciprocal, right? There should be a reciprocity there. If there is no reciprocity there, that person shouldn't be in your presence, or vice versa. If you don't present any kind of advantage, if you don't give that person anything, then maybe you shouldn't be in their presence. You get what I'm saying? And this is in your personal life. This is at the job, any part of your life. If you run a business and let's say you have actual clients that you work for, if a client, if working for them goes okay and they're paying okay, but you have to be constantly disrespected, that person is constantly being rude, and let's say they're pulling down your company, for instance. Let's say you have multiple clients that you work for, and this one client, he gives the most problems, right? And you put the most energy on this one client, and maybe they even pay less than the other clients. Let's say the service that they get is at a lower, tier, financially. And your other clients, they're paying a little more of a premium for more premium service, but it takes longer to serve this other client who's at the lower level because they ask for so much and then they demand so much, and then they're demanding more of your time. So you're spending more time with this customer when you could be spending more time with these customers up here and making them happy. What you have to do eventually, even though it might hurt one of the parties, you get what I'm saying? You might have to remove that client at that level so you can concentrate on your higher end clients, the ones that are paying more and that are leaving you to do the work, rather than somebody that wants to micromanage and has power issues, right? That's just one example. You can transition that to personal as well. So personal relationships, I gave you the example of a friend, but actually in a romantic situation, you also want it to be reciprocal in some way. If it's not reciprocal, then what you're going to fall into a situation where the power dynamic starts to be more and more apparent. For instance, let's say I'm a man, I'm taking care of the bills, I'm taking care of the household chores in terms of, fixing things and, all the physical things around the house. And let's say I just have a wife who's not working, and she doesn't clean, she doesn't cook, she doesn't do windows. You get what I'm saying here. It's not reciprocal. Maybe we're not, you know what I'm saying, the horizontal mambo, maybe we're not even doing that, right? Okay, this is not reciprocal. So if I keep myself in that situation, there's only so much blame is going to go on her. Eventually the blame has to come to me because I am accepting this. Stupid. Right? It's unacceptable. Let's reverse it, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm just beating up on the women here. So let's reverse it. You're a woman, you're taking care of stuff maybe in the house. Maybe you also taking care of some things financially. You're going to work, you're taking care of that. So you're taking care of a portion of the bills. You're doing the housework. You're doing all this great stuff. And your guy, your husband, man, or whatever, he's just sitting on the couch playing PlayStation. He's sitting there playing PlayStations when you get up to go to work, and he's still playing PlayStation trying to get to level 10 when you come back in the door. He hasn't moved an inch. He hasn't changed. He hasn't showered. He's still smelling the same everything. Terrible, right? No reciprocity. So at some point, if you stay in that situation, I'm going to say the same thing. You are accepting this unacceptable behavior. Stupid. Shame on you. The blame is only going to go so far on that other side. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying is I want you to love yourself. And part of loving yourself is not just loving how you look. It's not just loving your personality, the good and bad traits about yourself, but it's also what predicaments or what environments are you putting yourself in? What predicaments and what environments do you keep yourself in? These also speak to if you love yourself. This is your man, Terrion Wilson. Love yourself. I'll see you later. Peace.